Hello, girls and boys. Today I have a new story for you called To the Bridge. Now, this is actually a true story, and while we read it, I want us to look at the I can statement that we've been focusing on for the week, which is I can answer heart questions about a text that I'm reading. Okay, so while I read this, I want you to pay close attention, and then I've got some heart questions for you at the end. Let's get started. To the Bridge. The Journey of Lenny and Ginger Mick. Each day, bundles of newspapers were tossed from the steam train as it passed Wyther's siding. Lenny was always there with Ginger Mick, first to read the news of Australia's biggest bridge. Read the newspaper. He wanted to know everything about it, how the giant arches were designed, how they clung to the pylons, and how the bridge would carry trucks, trains, all kinds of transport, and how it would stand strong into the future. One winter's afternoon, Lenny's dad fell while ploughing the paddocks. He broke his leg badly, which meant he would be away for months in a Melbourne hospital. Early each morning, Lenny fed the chickens. He chopped firewood and milked the cows. Then he harnessed the horse and ploughed the chocolate soil. Do you think the soil is really made of chocolate? No. I think it's just describing the colour, rich, dark brown. Each night, Lenny fell into a deep, bone-weary sleep. Must have been tired doing all that work. When Lenny's dad came home, he could see that Lenny had done the work of a man. I'm proud of you, Lenny. So proud, I think you deserve a reward. Lenny fidgeted for a moment. Could he ask? Lenny took a deep breath. I'd like to see the opening of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Well, perhaps we can find money for the train. I'd like to ride Ginger Mick, Dad. Lenny's dad scratched his chin, a sure sign he was making an important decision. All the way to Sydney? That's a tall order. But if you manage the farm, I have no doubts that you can do this. Lenny knew that if he travelled 20 miles a day, he would make it on time and it wouldn't be too much for Ginger Mick. So on the 3rd of February 1932, when Lenny and Ginger Mick were 9 years old, they set off along the winding road out of Leongatha to ride 600 miles to Sydney. All went as planned till the 3rd day out. By midday, the skies were dark and smoke hung thick and heavy. Bushfires were sweeping into nearby milling settlements, and forests, falling ash, blocked their nostrils and stung their eyes. The pony stopped and nickered. Come on, Ginger, Lenny whispered. Lenny saw flames racing along the ridge. He could hear the roaring rush of fire. What should he do? Lenny's heart was pounding, and he knew Ginger's was too. But the trust they shared allowed Lenny to urge him on. Somehow, they made it to the small township of Kilmeny. Worn out, but safe. They travelled on, winding north to the border of Victoria and New South Wales, and into the rugged snowy mountains. Some days were hard and long, but always Lenny's dream was stronger than the challenge, as strong as Ginger's heart. He's still going. It's a very long way. Through rain. Wasn't as comfortable as sitting in a car. As the days passed, they met other travellers and swaggies searching for work. "You're the boy everyone's talking about," one said. That wasn't important to Lenny. He only wanted to see the bridge. School children asked Lenny questions and fed Ginger Mick little treats. That's nice. In Canberra, Lenny shook the hand of Prime Minister Joseph Lyons. All along the way, families offered them food and shelter, and in some towns, Lenny stayed for free in posh hotels. Nice. But Lenny was happiest when they were by themselves and he could imagine what it would be like to reach the bridge. "33 days after leaving Leongatha, Lenny rode Ginger Mick down the George Street in Sydney." It's nearly there. There it was. There was the incredible bridge reaching across the harbour. Lenny knew it had been worth it, every mile and every one of Ginger's footsteps. Here he is, the Sydney Harbour Bridge. And Lenny's grandfather met him on his way back home to the farm. So I like this story, boys and girls, and I have so many different heart questions that I could ask about it, but I'm just going to pick this one here. At this part of the story, we had Lenny and Ginger just 3 days into their journey and they've encountered bushfires. Now, what I want you to do, guys, is I want you to write down how these guys would have felt. Okay? They're only young. They're off by themselves. How do you think they felt? Okay? And after you write down how you think they felt, I want you to write what words on the page tell us. Really explain how they're feeling. There are some words here. See if you can find them. And then last of all, if you have some time, feel free to draw a picture that matches. Okay? Thank you again for listening, boys and girls. And I look forward to seeing you again later. Bye.